Hi, it's Lou Theodore and this is day 31 of 100 videos in 100 days. And today I wanted to share with you a new sketchbook that I've been working in. So it's this one, and as you can see it's quite small, size of my hand, but it's quite thick, and it's a mixture of sort of tan coloured paper and white paper. Paper's quite thin, but it's all right for like watercolour, fountain pen, that sort of thing. Pages go crinkly when you use them, but I love that, so that's not a problem for me. And I'm using this book as a visual diary, and that's why I like its thickness, because I can do lots of quick sketchy little drawings in it, and it sort of builds up a narrative of my days. To me, it's very different from a sketchbook. A sketchbook, I tend to do slightly longer, more detailed drawings in of things that I see. The visual diary is much more autobiographical, I guess, about the days and what I see and what I think. There's usually quite a lot of text in them. And they're so fun to do. You know, you can do them in any notebook. I just happen to prefer a sort of smaller, thicker size, but any notebook will do. And of course you don't have to draw in them. You can collage, you can take rubbings, you can just write, you can stick photos or labels or anything from your day. And it's just a way of recording your observations, recording what happens in your day, what you see. And over time, it builds up the most amazing narrative, and it's just quick to do. I'll show you the materials that I use, which are minimal. So this is a really small watercolour box, and that's the watercolours in there. And I use one of these water pens, so it's got water. Don't know if you can see that actually in the barrel, so when I'm travelling, if I'm on the bus, train, in a cafe, I don't need to be looking for water. You just squeeze it and the water comes through into the brush. And then I use a fountain pen to draw, but you can use anything. You could use a fine liner, or actually some of the drawings were done with a biro as well. And then I carry around a few pencils as well. I don't know, maybe that looks a lot to some people, but that's not a lot for me to carry. And that's just because I like the colour in the books just really vibrant. So I tend to do the line drawing, then put watercolour on, and then I might scribble some pencil on top just to boost the colour a bit. But obviously the pencil bit is entirely optional. It's just that I like a more vibrant look. So I started it yesterday and I was going to share it with you, but obviously with the delayed trains and all the other hoo-ha, got too late. So I've done a little bit more in it today, and I'll show it to you. And hopefully you'll be able to see the pages. I have to turn the phone around. Okay, so this is all handheld, so it may be a bit wobbly. And as you can see, that it's just very simple drawings and some sort of text observations as I go, just things that catch my eye. And sometimes it's things like that, which is a whole conversation. I couldn't see the people, I could just hear the words. And as you'll see, the drawings are really simple. I don't worry about them at all. I don't care if they smudge or they're messy. The thing is just to somehow capture what I see in the observations. It's just a really fun way to work because there's no judgment over it. It doesn't have to be a beautiful drawing at all. There are a lot of people like this guy making phone calls on the train. And then we move on to today. So I hope that was interesting. That's a snapshot into my world over our last couple of days. And I would really recommend doing these visual diaries. It's a great way to start if you just want to capture a bit of your life, or you want to try drawing without any pressure, because you can do a whole mix of things in them. You know, mine's all drawing. But when I first started doing them many, many years ago, there was probably as much text and as much collage, you know, ticket stubs, price tickets, bus tickets, train ticket, all that sort of thing. And I would just stick them into the pages. I would do some writing and maybe do an odd little bit of drawing. So it's a really low pressure, fun thing to do. Highly recommended, the visual diary on day 31. I hope you're having a good day. It's atrocious weather here in Brighton, really, really windy and rainy, but we don't care. So hope you're all having a good day and see you tomorrow.